I'm doing a custom video this week, obviously, since you're watching it. But this week it's going to be something different, and everything's falling apart on the side here. I'm going to be doing a pony custom, and these are just regular custom, regular pony, like the bag ponies you find at like Walmart for $5 or whatever. That's what these are. That's what I'm using. And they're pretty easy to customize. I already have one here that I have torn apart. You can see right here I've already taken the tail out of it and the hair out of this one. I just have to take the acetone and clean it off because I'm going to be making Paintra into one. Just because I didn't know really who to make, so I'm just going to do Paintra just because, one, she's simple, and two, I really like Paintra, even though she's kind of a complicated custom, so yeah. But to do this, all you do is you basically yank the head off. I mean, you really can't hurt it unless you're doing like, yeah, you really just go like this and you pull the head off. And then I took an X-Acto knife and cut out this piece, which is right here, and you can see I was using pliers at first, and that's why that's broken. So I recommend just using an X-Acto knife. It will help you immensely. And here's the piece that was inside the head. So to make her, first I'm gonna take off the apples and stuff and her face, and then I'm gonna completely paint her white, and then I'm just gonna give her paint splotches on like the body and on her face like she has on her doll. And if you can't tell, like there's orange splotches on this hand, red on this hand. On her feet it's green and purple, and I think blue and yellow is like on her chest. And then her face is just full of like a bunch of different colors. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, I'm back, and as you can see, she's covered completely in white, and we're just for now going to set the body aside, and I'm going to reroot her. I'm not going to do it on camera just because it takes a lot, especially with the way I reroot. I do the yarn method, and I do the knot method where you push it in with a needle and pull it out, tie it, put a knot at the end, and then yank it to where the knot is on the inside of the head. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'll grab Paintra here. She has green, well, blue, green, and a little bit of purple for hair, and then she has the shaved side. So since the pony doesn't really have an area to be shaved, I'm just going to do it in the blue and green. I don't have purple yarn, so it's just not going to be there. But if you can see, there's 2 rows on this side. I'm going to just do the colors, and then on this side it's just going to be black because I'm not going to be painting clothes on her, so, or what she's wearing, I'm not going to be painting on her, so I thought it would be a good way to add the black back into her design. So yeah, so I will go ahead and reroute her and I'll be right back. Hey you guys, I have her hair pretty much done. I just kind of want to show you guys real quick how I reroute, not only for these guys but also just for Monster Highs in general. For this yarn and for like embroidery floss, I just use this way. Just take a needle. This is actually the plastic canvas kind of needle. For the embroidery floss, I was actually using a smaller needle, but once I went to a thicker type of string, obviously I had to go to a bigger type of needle. But basically just take your needle, put it through the hole, and I always try to push the needle all the way to where it's at least a little bit past the hole. And take my pliers and yank it through. And then just like that. And you could just leave it like this, just pull the yarn till this piece is in the head, but I prefer to knot it. To me it's a little more secure and I don't have to glue it when I knot it, so just do this. And I'm still unsure what to do with the tail, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. But as you can see, I did black and with a few pieces of white streaks for her hair. And then on the other side, you can see it's blue and green. On the camera, the blue's coming up more like a turquoise to me, but it's actually like a real, more blue than it does on screen. So her hair is blue and green, and then I think whenever I glue the head back on, I'll pose it so it's like this, so the hair is flowing with the blue and green on top. So that I just have to trim it and put another coat on the face, put another coat of white on the face to kind of cover up the mess ups that happened when dealing with the hair, which I figured was going to happen, which is why I didn't do the face. So yeah, let me get all this done and I'll start painting the face and the body. done for the most part. I'm going to try and be careful because her head is still kind of drying, or, well, her neck. The only big problem I had is it kind of left a space right there where I glued her neck back on, or her head. So I might go back in and add some paint to try and hide it. So the only thing I don't like about this is I kind of messed up the face. I kept having to go back over it on this side mainly. So it's very, like, you can see the paint strokes and the layers and the many different things. But the one thing I love about it is, let's see if I can get her in frame. Oopsie. She actually does look a lot like Paintra, and I'm going to try and zoom it in here. So that's perfect. That's what I was trying to go for, and that was, overall, I think it looked really, really good. I liked playing with the hair, and I actually almost want to, I've been thinking about it for a while, but I kind of want to remake Paintra in a new custom, like reshell her. Even though I love her this way, I mean, her hair is pretty much a fail. I don't like it. I don't like the way it is, and I really like the way her tail came out. Which, the way it's staying inside her body is it's basically, I just used a paper clip. So if you don't have a zip tie, a paper clip works just fine, at least with this type of yarn. Like, it's not going anywhere. It was hard for me to get it in, mainly because I used too much, but I mean, I wanted it to be full like this, so. And I might eventually cut her hair. Her hair is kind of long, so I might trim it down just a little bit, probably down to here, but, yeah, so here is Paintra, my first pony custom. Well, not really first. First custom pony custom. Because, like, I have, like, others that I really didn't do it. Like, I just painted them. I mean, I didn't change the hair or do much to them. So, this is my first complete custom of a pony. So I hope you guys kind of enjoyed that. If you have any suggestions for me, just let me know below. And, yeah, there'll be pictures at the end, so that way, I mean, you guys can get a little bit better of a view of it. So, yeah, see you next time. Bye.